What up, YouTube? It's your boy Dan, a Laker fan, coming to you guys after what a lot of Laker fans would describe a horrible win against the Sacramento Kings, 98-94. And the reason I'm saying horrible win, and it should never be a horrible win, right? But it's late in the season, and we want it to lose this game because we want the ping pong balls, right? That extra 9%. We want it, right? We want to have 55 rather than 40, what is it, 46% or something like that. And a lot of people are raging over this win and over the last two, right? They're saying, why win now? Why win now? I got to say, I'm really disappointed. But not with the Lakers winning this game. I'm disappointed in the fans. Because as Laker fans, we're going overboard, guys. We're starting to look a lot like Philadelphia 76er fans. We should not, get outraged over the Lakers winning, whether it's early or late in the season. You should never be mad at the Lakers winning. Unless, honestly, I don't see any scenario where we should be mad the Lakers win. We're acting like us landing the second best odds in the lottery guarantee that we keep our pick. Now, the chances are higher, but it's not a guaranteed, guys, regardless. You guys, what we should do now from here on out is just enjoy the rest of the Laker games because we're not going to, all right, the Suns got that on lock. They're not going to lose anymore. I'm sorry, they're not going to win anymore. This was a fluke win tonight. They beat the Oklahoma City Thunder, and it was just a fluke win. It was an off night for the Thunder, and the Suns just decided to go off. Now, we still have a chance to catch up to the Suns, the Phoenix Suns, if they win one more game and we lose out. But seriously, guys, the Lakers are playing great basketball right now, and we're not enjoying it because we're cheering for the Lakers to lose. And I get it, the lottery is important, but if we lose this pick, God forbid we lose it. I pray to God we keep it, right? But if we lose this pick, it's not the end of the world. The writing is on the wall, guys. You guys think that this season is a waste if we don't keep the pick. It might seem that way, but to a real basketball fan, we know that this season was about discovering who are the keepers on the team and who we're going to build around. And we have discovered that, guys. We know that Thomas Robinson, we know that Larry Nance Jr., we know that Corey Brewer, we know that David Nwaba, we know that maybe even Tyler Ennis. We know that these guys are keepers. They make great role players, or good to great. I won't say great. I'll say good to great role players. And we know who to build around. We know that Ivica Zubac, Brandon Ingram especially, he was truly impressive tonight. And if you guys were hoping for us to tank, you probably didn't even get to enjoy his performance. The kid is special. I get butterflies in my stomach when I see this kid because we have never had a kid like Brandon Ingram before. We had Kobe Bryant, right? He's, to me, in my opinion, one of the greatest of all time. Maybe even the greatest of all time because he's the one I saw play from the beginning of his career. But we never had a player like Brandon who's 6'9", 6'10", who can put the ball on the floor, who can pass, great court vision, who can defend, super versatile. Kobe was great, but he was only 6'6". This kid has a length advantage, and he's starting to realize it, or he already has realized it. He's taking it to the hole with passion. He's taking it to the hole hard. He dunked like 2 times tonight, and he looked amazing. All right, he took the ball to the hole hard, and nobody can step in front of him. It's either going to be a foul because he's now added some muscle and he's learning how to take in contact, or he's going to finish, right? He's looked amazing. He looks like the next great in Lakerland, all right? He looks way better than Russell right now. And Russell's one of my favorites, but he looks way better than Russell. Russell looked good tonight too. He made a couple of clutch plays. He made a couple of clutch passes here and there. He looked great. Julius Randle looked great tonight. Unfortunately, for Julius, he doesn't impress me because he's not consistent enough. But if he continues doing this and he continues to show growth and improvement, he's a keeper as well, even though a lot of people hate him because he's versatile. He does things other power forwards can do, like that dribble move behind his back when he crossed the kid over and then finish with a nice little finger roll. Guys, we're missing out on beautiful basketball because we're praying for the players to suck. What is this? Think about what you guys are asking, guys. This is kind of a mini rant towards the fans that are mad at the players. The ones that are going on Twitter. That's ignorance, guys. The ones that are going on Twitter and criticizing the players. I heard that Thomas Robinson said that his Twitter was blowing up and people were mad at him. That's embarrassing. That's not us, Laker fans. That's maybe Philadelphia 76er fans. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Sixers. I don't know how they are, but from looking from a distance, that sounds like something they would do. Or maybe Phoenix Sun fans, but not us, guys. We're classy. Let's stay classy. Let's root for guys to keep improving. Because a lot of people are hoping for a superstar in this draft. But what if the star's not in this draft? What if it's within? And we're, taking for granted what we already have. What if Russell and Ingram are two stars and then Clarkson, Randall, and these other guys are good role players on a future championship team? And we're not appreciating their early greatness because we're over here hoping for them to lose. Now I get it. We need to keep this pick, right? We need the pick. Well, actually, we don't need the pick. We want the pick because we have more than enough young talent to build around already. What we truly need is a superstar to lead us into the promised land, right? And right now we don't have that, but it looks like Brandon Ingram's going to be that guy. It's really starting to look that way. He's been consistent ever since All-Star break as well. And he looks really aggressive, and if he ever discovers a consistent three ball, because he has a mid-range shot on lock. If he discovers his consistency in his three ball, he's going to be truly unstoppable. He's like a hybrid of the Greek Freak and Kevin Durant, right? Coming in, they compared him to Kevin Durant, but I see a lot of Greek Freak in him, the way he attacks the rack. Wait till he adds some more mass and muscle. That kid is going to be scary. And we're over here taking this for granted, cheering for the tank, getting mad at the players. Come on, guys. That's not us. Shame on the people that are going on Twitter and bashing these players who are playing hard. Think about this. You're Thomas Robinson. You're playing for a job next year. Are you really going to just throw the ball away or let yourself so the fans can be happy when you might not even be on this team next season? No. You have to continue to play hard. Think of it as a player, not as a fan. Have some logic. What are we asking these players to do? These players have pride. They don't want to be the 15th seed in the West. Even if the fans want that, they believe they're good enough to be better. They believe they were going to have a better season, and they have been disappointed, but they're finally hitting their stride, even if it is late in the season. They're playing hard. Our defense is ramped up, guys. I know Sacramento doesn't have an all-star neither, and they're an up-and-coming team, but they really couldn't score on our tank squad. Seriously, you guys can't even be mad because Luke Walton put the tank squad out there. He put Meta World Peace. He's rusty. He's almost not going to hit a shot. He put Corey Brewer out there, who's just a slash. He can't really spread the floor. He put Tyler Ennis, who's been playing great as of late, and he's the main reason why we won tonight. And he put Thomas Robinson and Tariq Black. Where was the offense supposed to come from? Yet their hustle, their passion, their grit, determination, and their great defense caused some turnovers, and they got some easy points in transition. You can't knock the guys for that. These guys are also playing for their lives, for their careers. And we want them just to come out here and lay an egg for what? Even if we move up to the number 2 slot, we might still lose the pick. Matter of fact, I was on websites that say like about 73% of teams that land on the number 2 pick move down either a slot or 2 or 3. So if you play the percentages, we're actually better sitting at number 3. There's been more teams that have moved up to in the lottery to number 1 or 2 from the third slot than teams that have moved down. And historically, the number 2 pick always moves down. We got lucky the last couple of years. We've kept our number 2 picks. We moved up in one draft. But I'm saying, guys, we can't cheer for these guys to suck. We got to support the team. We've been supporting them. We got to show our loyalty through thick and thin. Even if we lose this pick, we got to show our loyalty, guys. This is where the real fans show up, right? Yeah, it's not convenient for us to win. I didn't want us to win tonight. But guess what? I'm proud of the kids. They played hard. They played tough, all right? Brandon Ingram keeps improving. Some fans were telling me on Twitter, hey, I don't see the improvement. All of a sudden they're playing good because they're playing sucky teams. We beat Memphis, all right? They didn't have Marc Gasol, but they had Mike Conley. They had Zebo. They had Tony Allen. They had most of the core. And they're a playoff team. We beat them in their house. We beat the Spurs. And we smacked them in the first quarter when they had most of their starting lineup out there. Or if not all of it. And our young players aren't getting the credit. Their confidence is growing. Their skills are starting to expand. They're starting to become more consistent. Brandon Ingram has been super consistent. D'Angelo, either whether it be a playmaker or a scorer, he's been consistent. All right, Clarkson has been consistent as a slasher and as a wide open jump shooter. And even Julius is starting to show flashes here and there. Larry Nance, by the way, if we take Larry Nance off this team right now, we would have lost these last 3 games to appease you tank fans. But Larry Nance is going to be a crucial, pivotal part. He's one of my favorite players in this team. He's going to be a pivotal part of a playoff team moving forward because he's the kind of guy that makes plays for teams when they can't score. He gets second chance points, rebounds. He hits open jump shots. He can even spread you out. A lot of people want a stretch 4. We might already have one on the team. Julius has been shooting better 3-pointers. Sure, sometimes they look disgusting and they clank, but I think it's just a hitch if he can fix on his jumper. All right? And Larry Nance seems to be our most consistent power forward shooting threes. He looks consistent. He consistently makes the wide open three ball. I don't know what the percentage is. I haven't checked. But Larry Nance might be our power forward of the future. And yeah, he's been a little injury prone, but for the most part, he's been all right. And I got to tell you guys, he makes game-winning plays. If you take him out tonight, we probably don't win. He had a gang of second-chance points, gang of rebounds, a gang of assists. He's just a good player. He's just a great, well-rounded role player who can potentially become more given the opportunity. But right now, he's just a great role player. Any team would be lucky to have him, add him, moving forward. And we're lucky to have him, guys. We're taking these things for granted. That's what hurts me as a Laker fan, I'm not mad at the players for winning this game. That's what they're supposed to do. They get paid to go out there and compete. All right? I'm not mad at the coaching staff neither. They did all they could, man. Seriously, we bought like a 7-minute window in the fourth quarter for the Kings to do something. The Kings just suck. They couldn't score at all. Buddy Hield, I don't see what the hype is. I'm sorry. He's all right. He had a couple wide open shots. He had a couple nice crossovers. But when it was his chance to shine, to take over, he got locked down by either Corey Brewer or Metta World Peace, Brandon Ingram can't be held. So the better prospect is Brandon Ingram, right? I like Buddy Hield in college, but to me, he's like a Nick Young 2.0. That's what he's going to be to me. The King fans can hate on this video all they want. I don't care. It's the truth. I'm just a talent evaluator, and that kid doesn't impress me. Now, Skal Labissiere, that kid impresses me. He's long, 6'10". He's super athletic. He finishes around the rim, and he seems to have a jump shot. That kid looks like I'm not going to say Anthony Davis, but maybe like a poor man's Anthony Davis. A really poor man's Anthony Davis right now. But it's early in his career. He's young, and trading DeMarcus was a good thing for them. I see Willie Cauley-Stein has developed a little bit. I see Skal Labissiere looks good. So, yeah, guys. But anyways, come on, guys. Let's cut these kids a break. Let's not get angry at them. Please don't go and talk crap on their Twitter. There are players. There are guys. We should support them no matter what. Win or lose. We got to support them. And this pick, if the basketball gods have our favorite, we will keep it. And it'll be a top 3 pick. And this is a pretty deep draft in the top 3. But even those kids aren't guaranteed to be stars. Lonzo Ball, as much as a fan as I am of his, he's not guaranteed to be a star. They still have to work a lot on their game. Well, we have players that are more suited to become stars next season. Like Ingram. I think he's going to have a breakout year next season because now he's, coming into the year, it was Luol Deng starting. He had to work his way up, and he looked really raw. But ever since they started him, his confidence has went up. I think what was great for Ingram is the fact that we didn't trade him for DeMarcus Cousins. Aren't you guys glad? I remember a lot of Laker fans were angry. They're like, man, you got to give up for DeMarcus. I'll give up anything. Now, look, it's paying off, guys. You can see his potential now. He's going to be really special. And I saw his potential from the start. I never talked bad about Ingram. He was raw, but I said he has a lot of potential. He just needs to put it, on the court and just put his head down and attack. And he's doing that now, whether the jump shot comes or not. And he's improved his free throws. As the last 4 or 5 games or so, his stroke looks a lot better. Stu Lance on the telecast tonight called it out. He said, his shot looks less arced. He was shooting super arced, and he was back rimming almost every free throw. Now it looks a little bit flatter. It looks better. His stroke looks better overall. His confidence his confidence was maybe at 25%. Right now it's at 100. This kid realizes his potential, and he's playing limited minutes. He had 14 points tonight on limited minutes, so I'm really happy about him. Our future is bright whether we keep the pick or not. Let's not act like our future is gonna all of a sudden be all gloomy if we lose the pick. Look, guys, if we lose the pick, we actually have more cap space. That's $4 million might not sound like a lot, but it's the difference between a max contract or not. What if we lose the pick and we go out there and we sign, I don't know, maybe Kevin Durant? I know it sounds like a pipe dream, but with Magic in town, I think anything's possible if he opts out or anything, if anything goes wrong over there in Golden State, which I doubt. But I'm just saying, there's always other ways to build it. You don't have to rely on the draft. We have plenty of young pieces, plenty of them, and bright, future-looking young pieces. So let's be excited for the future instead of gloomy and sad and upset that we might not get the pick. There's still a shot, guys. We still have a 46% chance of landing the pick. I've seen teams that have 14% chance land the first overall pick. So if all is well, maybe the basketball gods or maybe the commissioner, whatever you guys want to believe, will reward us for not, tanking on purpose like other teams do. Although we did roll out the tanks team out there, I feel like Brandon Ingram should have finished this game. I would have liked to see him on the court. So in a way, tanking hurts our young players. Let's not install that mentality in them that, hey, we want you guys to go out there and lose. No, we want you to play 100% no matter what. So please, Laker fans, I know it's hard for you, a tough pill for you guys to swallow that we could have tied the Suns tonight because they won and we should have lost, right? I know it's tough. I wanted us to lose as well, but let's not be angry at the players. Let's not be angry at the coaches. Whatever happens, happens. You have to have that kind of mentality going forward. That way you enjoy the young players' progress. That way you enjoy the rest of these games because it's gonna be a long summer without Laker basketball. And I don't know about you guys, but I miss Laker basketball when it's not around. It feels eternal, you know. The Lakers are my life. I love the Lakers. I talk Lakers all the time. I love Lakers. I rep them all the time. Everybody in my neighborhood knows me as a diehard Laker fan. Always wearing the colors. Even my cast is purple. Guys, I'm a diehard Laker fan. I breathe purple and gold, and I bleed it. So I got to tell you guys, if you guys feel the same way, support your team no matter what. It's not right, guys. Whatever happens, happens. Let's not go on Twitter. Like I said, I said it already like 3 or 4 or 5 times in this video. But I just need to tell you guys that we need to come off as classier fans. That way, free agents want to come, You never know. These players have relationships around the league. If they hear bad things about us, maybe we're scaring the free agents away. We don't want to be like Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak. All right, guys? I love you guys, man. Definitely keep supporting the team. You guys been with me all year. Keep subscribing, commenting, and liking. And I'll catch you guys after Sunday night's game. Hey, who knows? We might still land the first overall pick. So cheer up, guys, and be happy for what happened and what's happening with this young team. They're growing right before our eyes, and we're not getting to appreciate that. So peace out, guys. It's been real.